Well, hello everyone, and welcome to our last Friday Live in 2023. Today is December 29th, and there are literally just 2 more days left until we kick off the new year. So thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate that. I hope you're having a great holiday season. I hope your fourth quarter Amazon sales at least met and perhaps exceeded your expectations. And now we get ready to plan for 2024. I want to talk about a few really important aspects to what's going to be taking place here within our Internet Mastery community. The first one is our upcoming event in Miami on February 3rd, 4th, and 5th of 2024. And it's going to be an opportunity for us to kick off the new year in a big way. Our theme for 2024, for the entire calendar year, is double up. Double up. That's going to be our plan. That's going to be our goal. Whatever you sold in 2023, we want to double it up and to see if we can achieve those goals. Now, for some of you, you literally just got started, and congratulations to all of our newest Internet Mastery Basic Elite Pro members who are off to an amazing start and crushing it here in your first 30 to 60 days. For you, doubling up should be an easy task. For those of you that have sold 100,000, 300,000, $500,000, more than $1 million in 2023, doubling up might be a little bit more of a task. And so one of the things that I did is, and some of you I'm sure have already watched it, is I put together an 8-step plan for you to set your goals and prepare exactly what you need to put in place to make 2024 not just a double up year, but perhaps your best year ever. I do think that planning, setting goals, setting expectations is super important as we continue to grow in this opportunity. So right above me in this Facebook group, you'll see that video. It's the most recent one that's posted. It's also the most recent one posted at this time in the e-library. Of course, if you're watching this on replay, the replay version of this will be in the e-library, and just beneath that will be the video on goal setting. It's got a picture of Jeff Bezos as the thumbnail image, talking about how we can 10x our Amazon business. But in reality, if we can put these plans in place and follow them, use them, these are the strategies that I use. So I thought it would be great to put them together and share them with you. Some of you I know have watched that video, but I think some of you haven't gotten around to it yet. I would say it's about 6 minutes long, 5 minutes and change, just under 6 minutes. So if you get a chance, I encourage you to watch that. The second thing that I want to let you know specifically about InternetMastery.live in Miami is that we are going to close the opportunity for you to get a ticket to the in-person event on December 31st. So January 1st, we will not be open to getting tickets to the in-person event. So if you're planning on joining us in Miami and have just been waiting for the opportunity to get your ticket, I want to encourage you to get it sometime today, tomorrow, or Sunday. We need the month of January to plan and prepare. We've got a special event for you. So we need to lock it down. We need to know who's attending, and we'll know all of that once we close registration on Sunday night. For those of you that can't make it to InternetMastery.live in person, I want to encourage you to get a ticket to the virtual event. The virtual event will go up $100 per ticket effective the end of the year. So in just a couple of days, when we remove the ability to buy an in-person ticket, we will be raising the price of the virtual ticket. And Tom Fay just asked me the other day a really good question that made me think that maybe I'm not sharing with you all enough about what's going to take place at this event and why you should take your time to do it and to attend it and to participate in it. The first thing that I want to mention to you is that if you are watching on the virtual side, you will get the recordings to be able to watch it anytime you want. So if you get your ticket but you can't make it to the live sessions, you'll get access to the recordings immediately following the conclusion of the live event. The second thing that I want to mention is that all of those of you attending in person will also get access to the recordings of the event, so you can go back and recap them. Now, there's been a lot of talk recently in Internet Mastery about AI and the new AI writer technology and some of the advancements that we're making in the field of AI and how it's impacting our business. Immediately following InternetMastery.live in Miami, which is February 3rd, 4th, and 5th, we have Writer AI, which is going to take place in Boca on February 6th and 7th. That is a 2-day event that's going to take place at our new global headquarters. I'll get to that in just a moment. And that event specifically is all about AI and writing a book, publishing a book, perhaps a novel, and uploading that to Amazon via Kindle, KDP, and so forth. I want to just reconfirm for all of you that are going to be there that this is not just some thrown together piece of software that just creates some scribble, scrabble, et cetera, of a book. This is insane technology. There's no way to read the book that's going to be produced here in February that you're going to write and have any clue that it was created from an AI technology. It's extraordinary. So if you've never been to one and you're not sure what it's all about, just understand that it is very, very, very advanced technology that meets some one-on-one attention. Also, I just want to share with you that when we talk about these Writer AI events, and we're talking about publishing to Kindle, and we're talking about books on demand and cover art and all of that, I want you to realize that that's only one piece of selling a book. I've written and published 6 best-selling books. And what I can tell you from my experience is that the easiest part of the process is the writing of the book. It's actually getting people to buy the book that is what the hard part is. And at these 2-day events, we don't just cover the writing of the book. That could literally take 2 hours. In a 2-day period, we're also talking about how to market the book, how to promote the book, how to get people to buy the book, your author page, getting found in Google, getting to the top of Amazon's bestseller lists, and all of these things that come together. And I just share that with you because if you haven't been to one yet, whatever you think it is, it's not. And that's why we're so excited about it. The Writer AI events moving forward will all take place in our new global headquarters. And we're setting up a theater so that we can bring the people in our community, we can train them, and you'll get to see the day-to-day operations of Internet Mastery. And you'll also get a tour of the prep center. Heck, we might have you prep boxes for 30 minutes. Who knows what's going to happen when you come, but you'll get a much better idea of what's taking place at the prep center and a much greater appreciation for it. The office space combined with the prep center is going up almost 400% in size. We're committing big time to 2024 and beyond as part of our double up strategy. Now, speaking of the new facility, let me tell you what that's going to bring. It's going to bring a new prep center address, and I've asked the tech team to update the address from within your Prep Center 2.0 account. You will see over the weekend a new address. Now, any remnant packages that you've sent to the existing address will still be delivered because our UPS, FedEx, and USPS drivers know we're moving. They know where we're moving, and they know that any packages that go to the current address will be brought to our new address. So you don't have to worry about that. But I want to make sure you understand that there's going to be a new address. So if you have the old address somewhere in your mind or written down somewhere that you use when you're buying your inventory, either on the retail or wholesale side, I want you to make sure you look for and start using the new address that is associated with the prep center. You'll also find that we've taken the words I am prep center off of the suggested address and the way that you fill out your forms. For anyone that's ever had any issues or challenges with shipping items to the prep center, this is a reprieve because this is an all-new address. This address has not been flagged. It's not part of any inability to ship things. So if we can remove the words I am prep center, it won't flag some of those retailers who say we don't ship to prep centers. Just as a reminder, when you are shipping to the prep center, you don't want to take the allure of the auto ship that some retailers offer. So if you're selling pet supplies, for example, and put yourself on auto ship to go to the prep center every month, even though you have to fill out a new form each time, that will flag your account and you'll have major issues shipping from that retailer to the prep center. It's very rare when somebody is going to buy, 18 bags of 24-pound dog food every single month. That just seems weird. So even though you save some money on the auto ship, stay away from buying your items on auto ship if you're sending them to the prep center. Reminder that as we are now scaling up the operations in the prep center and planning for more shipments and more volume to go through the prep center, we want to process double, as you probably could have figured out, the number of items throughout the course of 2024 that get processed through the prep center. That means we need to be even more careful about our plans being submitted. And I just want to touch on something because I've seen 4 or 5 emails in the last 10 days come through from unhappy students because they are being required to pay admin fees for things that they don't think they should need to pay admin fees for. And let me just say that the plan is in place for everybody. It's the same rules, it's the same process, and I understand that mistakes happen where maybe you send items to the prep center that you accidentally put the prep center address on your checkout form instead of your home address and therefore gifts or personal use. And you don't think that paying an admin fee is fair. And I understand where you're coming from. I do. I really feel that. But I also want you to take responsibility. We didn't send the wrong items to the prep center. You did. And I get that you're not completing a prep form because you're not sending the items to Amazon. But understand that human beings need to literally stop everything in order to find your items that don't have a plan and send them to you after you've sent us a label. It just creates it just messes with our flow. I'll just leave it at that. So for whatever the reason, the item shows up at the prep center, there's a prep center admin fee. It's a business tax write-off for you. It's a cost of doing business, and we get it. It's an honest mistake. We're not blaming you. We're not criticizing you. We're not certainly mad at you, but there are no exceptions to that rule. Everybody's got their own valid reason, and I just want to make sure you heard that from me so that we're really clear on that subject. The good news is that the number of items coming in without plans is significantly less than it has been in a long time. Although there are some of you that continue to just constantly do it, and perhaps you just have a bunch of extra cash and don't mind paying the admin fees. I'm not really sure, but just so you know what that looks like. So there's a lot going on in 2024. Let me just bring it back to Miami. We have some new updates to our technology. And everybody in Internet Mastery that has, for example, access to Spy Rivals gets all the updates. There's never a charge to update your technology. We're investing a lot of money in these updates. There'll be some updates to the repricer. There'll be updates to Bolo Vendor. There'll be updates to Bolo Search. There'll be updates to Wholesale Analyzer. There'll be updates to Spy Rivals X. There's going to be updates to the Prep Center. There's updates upon updates upon updates. And you really need to understand how it all works. And when we release the initial round of updates, we always do so in beta. That means that those of you that are attending either in person or virtually will get early access to this new technology, these new updates, to be able to work through any issues. We don't anticipate there to be any, but as you know, if you've attended some of these events in the past, we have announcements that we made back in August at internetmastery.live in Las Vegas that are going to be released here in Miami in beta. So if you want to have all the latest updates and you want to have all the latest insights, then you definitely want to participate. The other thing that's going to happen is there's going to be new functionality that's going to be released. I don't want to talk about it, as I never like to talk about it. But if you like to be in, for example, early last year at internetmastery.live in San Diego, we launched the repricer. And that was launched in beta to everyone that participated. And that was a game-changing technology. So if you weren't there or you weren't part of it, you missed out on the special launch price. You missed out on the opportunity to implement it. And that's just an example. So between the networking for those of you in person, between the new releases, between the updates to what we have, if you've never been to one of our events, you need to attend, either in person or virtually. If you've been to one, you're probably already coming, so you're all set there. The other thing that I want to remind you of, remember in March, on March 9th, we have a one-day event in Las Vegas prior to the ASD trade show. We're doing this for the first time ever so that we can make sure that those of you that want to get your processes in place for wholesale a little bit early this year and not wait until August, you've got an opportunity to do that. So you can meet us in Las Vegas. We'll talk about that more in Miami. The one thing that I really want to let you all know is just what an incredible year this has been for our Internet Mastery community. We launched the repricer technology. We launched the Bolo search technology. We launched the Bolo vendor technology. We launched some of our AI technology in beta. This was a phenomenal year. We had the launch of the upgrade to the Prep Center this year. We had the launch of the apps, the iOS, the Apple, and the Google Play Store. So for Google and Apple, or I guess it's Google, I'm not sure. Samsung, Google, whatever. You all know I'm not a big non-iPhone person, but that was launched this year. So 2023 was a year for innovation and a year for amazing growth. So many success stories and so many future millionaires come from 2023. Even if you started before that, maybe 2023 was just your year to kick it off. So it's been an incredible journey. But what I want you to understand, I want you all to understand, is that we're literally at the very tip of the beginning of where our potential is. We're on the path to $1 billion in sales. We're at 170 million now. That means we have $830 million to go to get to our first billion. You know, when we get to the billion, we're going to have to re-engineer our goals again further. But if you can understand where we're going, it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter if you started last week or if you started 5 years ago. Where we are is going to pale in comparison 5 years from now when we look back and we say, I was there. I was part of it. And I'm ingrained in this community where together everyone achieves more. It really is special. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. I'll keep it relatively short. Wish you all a happy and healthy new year. In a few days, it'll be 2024. Get your in-person tickets. If you want to join us, get your virtual ticket if you want to save some money on the ticket price. And I'm happy to take some Q&A with you, see if there's anyone out there that has any questions and anything you'd like to ask about anything, really. I'll leave it wide open for you. I love the Q&A sessions. We don't always get as many Q&A questions and answers as I'd like to have, but I will let you, please post them in the box and let's see what we've got going on. So yes, there's lots of big news. 2024 is going to be an incredible year. We've been planning for 2024 for about 8 months, and it's finally here. And so how big you want this business to be is not up to me. It's up to you. I'm here to make suggestions. I'm here to give you advice. The coaching team, the support team, we're all here to give you advice based on our own personal experiences. But it's your business. That empowers you to bring it up to whatever level you choose to bring it to. And you want to surround yourself with people that are like-minded as you are. The world's a negative place. And so if you surround yourself with people that want to constantly bring you down, it's going to be very challenging as you move forward. So the more you get ingrained with what we're doing, the more power it's going to be for you. So it doesn't look like there's a lot of questions. It does look like there's a lot of Happy New Year's out there. And so I'll just give you another minute or two, see if there's any questions. I'll just say Happy New Year to all of you. You want to be safe. You want to stay home, maybe do some product sourcing. I don't know what you want to do. Celebrate while you're doing whatever you're doing. It's all good. So again, I appreciate you all very, very much. This is it's a blessing, folks, to be around people who are so like-minded. It doesn't mean it's going to all be sunshine and roses. There's going to be challenging times and challenging days and challenging weeks and maybe even challenging months. But just always remember that if you quit, you lose. And if you don't quit, you can't lose. So you just keep moving forward. Some people get off to a really fast start. Some people struggle in the beginning. Everybody starts new at one point in their life. Nobody's born an Amazon seller. Nobody's born with an Amazon account. Nobody's born with built-in technology where they automatically know what they should be doing. This is a business, and this is a process. And you guys are in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing right now. And so 2024 is going to be amazing. So Happy New Year to you all, and I'll see you all next year. Thanks, everyone. Bye.